Welcome to the SeaBear Smokehouse in Anacortes, Washington. We'll be doing a tour of the facility today. We'll cover the Filet Room, the Trim Room, inspection, packaging, and the shipping departments. So let's get started. We've arrived at our first stop on the tour. This is the Filet Room. About 98% of our fish comes frozen, headed, and gutted from Alaska. The first step in the process is for us to take it from the freezer, put them into our white defrosting totes, defrost them overnight, keep them as cold as possible. Once the defrosting stage is over, the second step would be what this man here is doing, dunking the fish, rinsing them, putting them on the table. This is where all the filleting of the fish happens. First you take the little fin off, you collar the fish, flip it, take the rest of the collar off, turn it, hook it on the nail, take your top fillet, backbone, top cut. You want to keep this cut as thin as possible so you're not wasting a lot of meat. Next step in the process is called belly boning. You take the fin off. You want to get just underneath the rib bones. Take out the rib cage. Nice and smooth. Once the fish is filleted, it will go onto a rack there at the end of the table, and it's ready for seasoning. Once that process is done, it will go back into the cooler at the end of the day. We then load the racks into the smoker. We go back, put alder chips into the self-feeding generator. It'll then smoke for 12 to 14 hours at about 80 degrees. So it's not cooking the fish, it's just putting the smoke flavor on the fish. Anything that goes into a gold bag goes through that process. Anything that is shipped to you raw, it will be pin boned with no seasoning, no smoke. Once it's been smoked, it will come out early in the morning, then goes into the trim room. This is where all the portioning of the salmon is done. 2 ounce, 16s, 24s, whatever we need, that's what they cut in here. They hand cut each piece, weigh each piece individually, bag it. It then goes onto a vac pack machine. From the vac pack machine, it goes into the retort. There is a stamp on the bag, which is our plant number, the year, the day of the year it was done, and what cook it was done on. In case something goes wrong with the product, this is how we can track it. This ink goes on black. Once it goes into the retort and is cooked for 58 minutes at 251 degrees, it then turns red. So you can never mix up a cooked and a non-cooked product. Once it's been cooked in the retort, it becomes a canned item, which is with a shelf life of approximately 5 to 7 years. Once the product has been retorted, it then comes to the inspection area where every pouch is hand inspected to make sure the seam is good and wiped down so it can be ready to be packaged, where we will go next. Once the product is packaged, it then goes to our shipping department where it can be shipped to our stores or our customers directly. The shipping department packs the orders, labels them, and ships them to their destination. Once the product is shipped to its location, you may find it on store shelves just like these. That concludes our tour for today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.